Well, what's what was today like? After this weekend, and taught you after the game and about the focus on these last couple games.
Today was more so about learning from the game. You know what I'm saying? Learning what we did good, what we did wrong in the game, and trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? A normal Monday of corrections as well as preparing for the next opponent.
What did you learn when you look back at that game that maybe you didn't know on Saturday immediately afterwards?
I mean, it came down to it was just something that you did know after the game. It was obvious, in the game. It came down to us and what we did. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. West Virginia played a great game. You know what I'm saying? They were playing well at home, but it came down to us and kind of beat ourselves on Saturday.
Brett used the term Saturday about being sad, about being pissed.
Mm-hmm.
You think you guys are pissed yet?
Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? The season's for, people say the season's not going the way you want it. You didn't finish the way you wanted to, but there's 2 games left. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 games left to finish and really get, like Coach Venable said, pissed off to, really finish out the right way.
Like you just alluded to there, how important is finishing strong to just carry momentum going forward for some of the younger guys, or even just into the next season?
Like I talked about it after the game, that's kind of what us leaders have come together and said. We got to finish strong for the young guys. We got to show these guys what it means to persevere no matter what, and to gain that momentum into going into next year or going into the bowl game. You know what I'm saying? To have that for them to say, I remember when the seniors were here, because they're going to face it again. So when they say when the seniors were here, they did a great job of showing us what to do for them to be able to lead to the next group.
You mentioned bowl game there. How important is that specific element of finishing strong and getting bowl eligibility?
I just remember when I was a young guy, and you know what I'm saying, I know how important the bowl game is for not only for camaraderie, for just having a good time. You get to spend 5-6 days at a different place. You know what I'm saying? You're practicing at a different place. It's a change of scenery. So I think bowl games are great for the young guys as well as the old guys to just build camaraderie, like I said, that momentum going into next year, and another game under your belt to finish strong.
You talk about the trip part of it. How important are those early practices even before you go out there that generally young guys get a little bit more time on the field?
Exactly, and for those guys who've worked hard, those same guys who've been here for 10 months and worked hard, maybe those guys who were early enrollees who've been here but haven't got much time to play, they definitely get more time during that to develop their craft. Like Coach Venables always talk about, it's a developmental game. You know what I'm saying? Guys take longer to peak. So those guys being able to get in practice and work harder is good for them.
What did you learn the importance of Bedlam from last season?
Like Coach Venables said today, you can throw the records out the window. You know what I'm saying? It's ABC. It's an ABC game. No matter what, everybody's going to be watching. So it's going to be a big game for us, you know what I'm saying, to show who we are as the Oklahoma Sooners.
Eric, you talked about being a senior. How important is Saturday for you possibly playing in this game?
It's very important. You know what I'm saying? Being in the Palace has been a special place for me, and I've only been here for 2 years. Playing 2 seasons here, the Palace has been a special place. Just the rich tradition of the Palace. You know what I'm saying? Being the last one in there is definitely special.
Obviously can't come back, but are you planning to go through Senior Day festivities or whatever that looks like?
Most definitely I'll be going through Senior Day festivities.
Your whole family gonna be here?
My family will be here. They travel to every game.
Have you decided for sure if this is your last year? Or?
No, I have no comment on it right now.
Okay.
Bedlam last year, OSU's defensive front, a lot of those guys are back. What do you remember just running against them and what they kind of bring to the table?
Just last year, I remember them being a good sound group. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing up front. Good group of guys, but I think this week is about us. This week is about us focusing on the details, focusing on the discipline, and just playing Oklahoma football.
We've talked a ton about playing pissed, playing angry. How do you manage that emotion with playing disciplined football to make sure they don't have procedural penalties, things like that on the other side of that?
Coach Venables talked about it since day one. He talks about a focused intensity. It's effort with technique. You know what I'm saying? You can't go out there and just be mad and expect to play well. It's focused intensity. Effort with technique is a formula for success.
I think you have 59 touches the last 2 weeks. Is that something that gets talked about? Just with conversations, knowing you're being used so much, or are you trying to be out there, every snap as you can?
Man, I'm just trying to do as much as I can to help the team win. You know what I'm saying? Just being a team player. Ultimately, I am playing well, and it's a testament to the big boys up front as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely good for me to be able to just help the team in every way.